Now let's talk a bit about our weather here in Southwest Florida. Temperatures feeling more like spring, mid-80s this afternoon, running 10 degrees above normal. Keep in mind the normal low, normal high for this time of year, 54 for the morning. So we were above that, especially in Fort Myers and Naples, a little closer for Punta Gorda. But as for those afternoon temperatures, that was really the big story. That normal high is 75 degrees, but we were closer to records. We were within 1 to 2 degrees of our records in Punta Gorda, Fort Myers, and Naples. So as you're out this evening, temperatures still feeling very mild. We are in the mid to upper 70s generally, a little cooler farther inland from Moorhaven and Clewiston. But currently we're at 78 in Fort Myers and 75 degrees in Naples. Speaking of Naples, let's take you live now. Let's check on our flamingo friends here at the Naples Zoo. Everything this afternoon, this evening, nice and tranquil. I'm sure they're appreciating these warmer conditions. And speaking of warmer weather, if you're craving maybe some higher humidity, that too is on the way. We're already starting to see our dew points climb as more moisture starts to work its way here into Southwest Florida. That's because our dominating ridge of high pressure is now just off the Atlantic coastline. Winds around an area of high pressure circulate clockwise, so that's why that flow tonight is out of the southeast. And that wind out of the southeast will persist the next couple of days. That will be increasing our humidity ahead of our next cold front. So tonight, that front producing stormy conditions across parts of the upper Midwest. But for us, by the time that front rolls through here on Sunday, not expecting much in the way of wet weather, but we will be feeling a big cool down following that front next week. As for those winds, currently they are fairly light, variable, anywhere from 3 to 6 miles per hour with some sort of westerly component. But as we take you through the overnight time frame, because a lot of times when I'm talking about higher humidity, especially with mostly clear skies, we have to talk about potential fog development, especially because of the last couple of nights and mornings. But here's the switch up. As of now, based upon the latest data, I'm expecting those winds to stay elevated just enough tonight that should help to prevent dense fog from being widespread. So we might not have to deal with any fog advisories tomorrow morning. As of now, our high resolution fog forecast will start things off here at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, expecting some areas of haze. So yes, we'll see some haze. In wind protected areas, there could be some fog that develops, but otherwise a hazy start means you won't have to deal with big slowdowns for that Friday morning commute. Here are those weather headlines. So patchy haze and fog is still a possibility, especially in wind protected areas. So just something to be mindful of. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up the work week, heading into the weekend, 5 to 10 degrees above average ahead of that front coming through on Sunday. But following that front, we're in store for a 10-degree cool down. Back to the mid 70s on Monday, where we should be for this time of year. So a bit more seasonable, feeling more like January as we head into next week with those highs in the 70s. But in the meantime, tomorrow heading into the weekend, expecting those high temperatures to stay nice and toasty. For tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to those hazy conditions. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour on the way. Mostly sunny at 12 noon, becoming partly cloudy as we step into the afternoon hours right here at 8 o'clock, making those Friday evening plans. Beautiful conditions on the way with those light winds and warm temperatures will prevail. Morning lows waking up around low to mid 60s, and then those afternoon highs feeling more like spring, low to mid 80s across Southwest Florida. Looking ahead to your weekend, great weather both Saturday and Sunday. That front swings through on Sunday with just a 10% rain chance. Our next decent opportunity for wet weather arrives on Wednesday.